Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. It's Sean here, back today to give you guys a review of the Stussy collaboration with Nike on the Air Huarache LE in the Desert Oak colorway. This pair released alongside the Dark Olive colorway, and both pairs released back in 2000, marking the very first collaboration between Stussy and Nike. So back then, they were sold exclusively at the Stussy London store, but they've received a much wider release here in 2021. So these guys released on February 12th for $120 US or $160 here in Canada, and the official colorway for this shoe is Desert Oak, Reed, and Light Straw. So I managed to grab these through a raffle at the Stussy Toronto store, and this Desert Oak colorway is set for a wider release later on this month, whereas the Dark Olive colorway is exclusive to the Stussy website. So first off, here's a quick look at the box. These come in an OG inspired box. We have this red lid with Nike Air branding, this gray striped bottom, and this mimics the look of the OG Huarache boxes, which were released back in 1991. So for those that don't know, the Nike Air Huarache was designed by Tinker Hatfield and released back in 1991 as a brand new running silhouette. Inspired by water ski boots, the name Huarache was taken from a Native American sandal, and the idea behind the shoe was to really give the wearer a really sock-like one-to-one fit. So taking a deep dive into the shoe, we start things off with the toe box, which is constructed out of this beige colored or tan colored nylon. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have this brown colored nubuck, and you'll see there's more of this nubuck which is overlaid on the sides of the shoe as well. So you'll notice that there's these 5 eyelets where the laces go through, but there's an additional 5 eyelets just further to the outside, which gives the wearer the ability to have more of a customized lacing fit. Underneath this darker gray color, this is the neoprene part of the shoe, and this is the part that really gives the wearer that sock-like fit. So neoprene in itself is a very stretchy material, so it will basically wrap around your foot regardless of your foot shape. And you'll notice that the neoprene is connected to the rest of the shoe, creating this one-piece booty-like fit. At the top of the tongue, here we have the circular patch with Nike Air Huarache branding. Overlaid on top of the tongue, we have your laces, which is done in this off-white beige sort of color. And then surrounding the back heel, we have this external TPU heel counter, which is done in a dark gray, almost olive color. On the center, this hit is done in this semi-translucent finish, and we have the Nike word mark found across. For the insoles, these come with your standard Nike insole. This is done in gray, and we have Nike International branding stamped on the heel. So the upper of these Air Huaraches sits atop this very chunky midsole. The midsole itself is constructed out of Phylon, and it's done in this off-white color. We have this very aggressive looking pattern on it, with this circle pattern found towards the back heel, and you'll also see the word Air on the back heel as well. Encapsulated within the shoe but not visible to the eye, we have both forefoot and heel air, which is encapsulated within the Phylon. And then turning the shoe over to the bottom, here we have your outsole, which is done in this dark gray color. We have this waffle style traction pattern, along with these flex screws on the forefoot, along with Nike Air branding in the center. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these Air Huaraches. For those wondering how these fit, and for those who have never worn an Air Huarache before, this shoe does fit snug. Because of the way the shoe is designed, the external heel counter really pushes your foot forward, so I definitely recommend going at least half a size up. So I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I got these in a 10.5 and they fit me almost like a glove. There's under a finger's width space between the top of the shoe and the edge of my foot, and that's already going up a half size. So if you're someone that likes a ton of room for your shoes, you might even want to consider going a full size up. Otherwise, if you like that one-to-one sock-like fit, then half size up should do the trick. Just to give you guys a point of comparison, for Air Max 1s for example, I also usually go up a half size to a 10.5, but these in a 10.5 fit much more snug than Air Max 1s do. Next up in terms of comfort, so I've said this before in past Huarache reviews, but for those that don't know, the Air Huarache, to me at least, is one of the more comfortable Nike shoes ever. The upper is very minimalistic and it's very sock-like, and the midsole is very, very well cushioned. The combination of air with the Phylon gives you a very plush, very squishy feel on feet, which to me makes this model a very comfortable shoe and one of Nike's best. Next up, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, overall I feel like the material quality was pretty solid. The nubucks had a pretty decent premium feel to them, and the overall build of the shoe was fine. I had no issues at all.
Listen, man.
With all that being said, now let's lace up these Desert Oak Stussy Air Huaraches, and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. Between this one and the dark olive colorway, even though that one was a Stussy exclusive, I much prefer this one. I love the earth tones that this shoe has, and the little bit of red on the top to me kind of gives off almost a Mars Yard vibe to them. I know the Huarache from a design standpoint isn't going to be for everybody, but it's a shoe I have a few pairs of in my collection, and with Nike bringing back this classic 2000 collab with Stussy, adding this to the collection was a no-brainer. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the Stussy, Nike Air Huarache, and the Desert Oak colorway. Between this one and the dark olive, which of the two do you guys prefer? And did you guys manage to grab these on the Stussy website, or did you guys take an L? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at esco8. Check out my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website as well at seango.ca. So until next time, thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video.